In the meantime, a soldier's soldier has taken over in this year's biggest change of the Guard in the military. One so respected by his peers and lionized by the men under his servant leadership. The priorities in his to-do list, the expectations and marching orders from his commander-in-chief, which our Alan Francisco dwells on at length in this report.
And President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. led the turnover ceremony at the change of command in Camp Aguinaldo, Quezon City. General Brawner will command over 150,000 soldiers, Marines, sailors, and airmen, as well as over 70,000 citizens' armed force, geographical unit forces, and over 1 million reservists. President Marcos welcomed Brawner and cited his experience in promoting peace in conflict areas.
Along with our efforts to strengthen our external defense capabilities, I ask you to continue working with national government agencies and civilian stakeholders to form an archipelagic consciousness amongst Filipinos. This will help champion our country's territorial integrity and sovereignty.
The President urged Brawner to intensify internal security operations to expedite or fast-track delivery of services to remote and marginalized areas in the country. President Marcos is confident in Brawner's leadership to keep the country safe from the rebels and at the same time win them back to the folds of mainstream society again. As Commander-in-Chief, he assured government's full support for the AFP.
I have faith that under the supervision of General Brawner, the armed forces will continue to ensure the security of Filipinos and the national sovereignty of our country amidst the challenges ahead. So together, let us protect the interests of our people.
In Brawner's speech, he pledged anew his loyalty to the Constitution. He said he would focus on the unification of external and internal forces, the normalization of processes in the BARM, particularly the reintegration of former MILF fighters, and his promise to strengthen internal security operations against local and communist terrorist groups. Brawner also vowed to promote reinforcing the country's territorial defense through the modernization of AFP personnel, facilities, systems, and hardware.
In line with the President's pronouncement of not giving an inch of our territory, the AFP will endeavor to modernize its personnel, equipment, facilities, processes, and systems so as to enable it to be a lethal and competent fighting force capable of defending our territory from external aggression. Part of this modernization would be a focus on cyber warfare. I see cyber as a great equalizer, and we have great potential to be a player in the cyber domain. We shall also actively pursue our international defense and security engagements to strengthen our relations with our allies and partners. We shall actively participate in the United Nations missions to enhance our country's reputation as a peace-loving nation.
Meanwhile, the event also featured the retirement ceremony of General Andres Centino, who was appointed by President Marcos to the post of Presidential Advisor on the West Philippine Sea.
I am grateful to the Lord Almighty, the great architect of the universe. For every moment I have had to do my share to bring forward our vision and our quest for peace. Without His grace and His divine guidance, all my milestones and the honor of leading the armed forces of the Philippines would not have happened.
Alan Francisco for The Nation.